What is up, guys, and welcome back to another classic TBC gold farming video. So today we are checking out an absolutely broken gold farming location where you're farming for fell armaments and marks of Sargeras. Before we get into the video itself though, I want to give a shout out to Scottejaye for actually finding this farm, or at least he's the one who made a video about it, and I watched the video and I think it's a good one, so I kind of want to make it as well to show you guys the farm itself. So the farm itself takes place in Shadowmoon Valley. It's a very good farm. It kind of doesn't really make any sense how this works, but it just works. So where you're farming is all the way up here at Legion Hold, all the way northwest in Shadowmoon Valley, and you are taking advantage of a hyper spawn for these mobs right here. So basically we are looking around these pillars. You have three main pillars around the area, and you have different warlocks or summoners that spawn around those pillars. These warlocks have an incredible fast spawn rate, and you can see right now we are a lot of people farming here, but they still keep respawning like absolutely crazy. So the warlocks themselves are very easy to kill. They can give you marks of Sargeras, fell armaments, and also raw gold and Netherweave Cloth. So the main pillars you're looking for are these three main pillars right here. You have one over there, you have one over here, and you have loads of these warlocks or summoners spawning around the pillars. I believe it's 4 warlocks per pillar, and they spawn super fast. So whether you are a single target class or a AoE class, doesn't really matter. You can still farm this spot with great efficiency. And yeah, just imagine if you're a mage and you can go to this location and have it to yourself. You can pull the 4 warlocks around this pillar. You can pull the 4 around this one as well, and this one. You can then line of sight them, do AoE damage, and they will still respawn super fast. I have no idea why these particular warlocks are spawning this fast. It might be because they are tied to a quest, but there's loads of enemies or mobs themselves in TBC that are tied to a quest that don't spawn half as fast as these guys do, but it might just be something in particular with these mobs that makes them spawn super fast. So there is a lot of competition. You want to be able to tag the mobs fast, so being for example a boomkin with the ability to moonfire is absolutely great. Or if you're playing on a low pop server, that is also very good for this farm itself. The basics is it's a very known farm at this point because, well, Scottejaye has a lot of subs and a lot of viewers. He made a video about the farm itself, and it absolutely took off. So before he made a video about this, I didn't really see a lot of people at this farm itself. I've been doing tons of laps in Shadowmoon Valley, farming for both herbalism and mining, and pretty much never has there been anyone at these pillars farming these mobs, but now that the information is out there, it is absolutely crowded. But even with this many people over here, I have no problem farming with great efficiency, so I can just tag them super fast, and during the downtime I can just drink. I am using mana, I'm a boomkin, so I need to drink every now and then, so having some downtime is just good for me personally. Now, I'm not going to drag this video out any longer than it has to be, but I just want to show you guys the fact that they do spawn super fast. They pretty much instantly spawn around the pillars themselves whenever one of them is killed, and there isn't really a lot of things you have to consider for the farm itself, other than one kind of important thing, and that is this elite right here, which is currently dead, but you want to move away from him. You want to be aware of this guy, so if he's alive, just right-click him, give him a skull, and move away whenever he goes. So you will see like a summoning circle whenever he's coming up, and just move away. He's kind of patrolling, so he's being in the middle. He then goes around this main pillar in the middle, and yeah, just avoid that elite and you should be good. It's a level 69 elite, you shouldn't really have any problem killing him either, but when you're farming the mobs, if all of them spawn on you, and you have the elite as well, it could be an issue, so try to stay away if possible, and just farm the warlocks. So you can see you just killed this guy, this one as well, just spawned. There's one warlock on the other side of the pillar as well. There's so many of them available. The farm itself is absolutely great if you ask me. You get tons of raw gold, fell armaments which are selling for about 15 gold each on my realm. I haven't gotten any myself so far, but I've also only been here for 5 minutes. So we're gonna kill this one last warlock, and then we're gonna take a look at something else you can also do at this location, just in case there's way too many people farming these particular mobs. So if there's way too many people farming those particular warlocks, you also have tons of demons all the way around Legion Hold. You have a lot of them all the way down here. You can pull these as well. You have this guy. you basically have tons of demons around Legion Hold that can also drop the same drops as those summoners. The only bad thing about these mobs is that they don't have the same type of hyperspawn, and they are also way too spread around the area, but it's still very good to farm gold in general. So you can basically just pull this guy, right? You can kill that one. If it's too crowded on the Warlock side, you can just pull these demons right here. They have about the same health, they are the same level, shouldn't really be a problem. The only issue for this one is that they don't hyperspawn in the same way that the Warlocks do. But if you are going over here and you see that the Warlocks, there's way too many people, you can farm these instead in case you just want to go back, or in case if you don't want to go back. So for example, if you fly all the way from Netherstorm all the way down here, or if you don't have a flying mount and you use the flight path, or if you're walking all the way over here, then having to go here and find the spot itself to be way too crowded could be very bad, or could feel very bad at least. So in that case, you can farm these guys and just go back here every 5 or 10 minutes and take a look and see if the spot is available. Now, while I'm at the location, I also want to talk a little bit about the competition itself and why it's so crowded, or basically just talk about the farm itself and the competition. So right now you can see we're about 4, 5, 6 people farming here. We have 2 shamans, we have a feral druid, we also have 2 hunters and myself. So there are lots of people, we have a mage as well actually. So there are lots of people actually looking for these mobs, but the thing is, as long as Blizzard don't nerf these respawn rate, these mobs aren't going anywhere. I want to say the same thing as Scotty said, and that is that right now we are in week 2 of Classic. So right now we're at the peak of gold farming. There's a lot of people just hitting level 70, they need gold for their epic mount, so a lot of people will be farming right now, but unless Blizzard does something to nerf the respawn rates of the Warlocks, then this farm is not going anywhere. You can go back here in a week, 2 months, 3 months, half a year, doesn't really matter, you can still go back here and farm some gold as long as the farm stays the way it is. And even right now with this much competition, I can still farm at great efficiency, and the only downtime I really have while farming is the downtime I still need to just get my mana back anyway. So as of right now, with this much competition, it is still a very good gold farm, and I intend on abusing this as long as this respawn rate stays the way it currently is. So as a boomkin, you can just tag them super fast. I would recommend being a class where you can tag them super fast, but it doesn't really matter too much. All you have to think about is where they spawn and just be ready for the spawns themselves and then just tag them. So you have several spawns on the southern side, the left side, the right side, and the northern side as well of the pillars themselves. So just be ready for the spawns and you are good to go. So that's pretty much it. That is an incredibly broken gold farm right now with very fast respawn rates, and I would definitely recommend you at least test it out and just let me know how it goes. If you get any fell armaments, give it a 1-hour test and let me know how many fell armaments as well as marks of Sargeras that you get. And that is pretty much it. Leave a like down below, leave a comment as well. I really hope you guys are enjoying the gold farming videos. I really absolutely love making them. I've made a lot of gold so far in TBC Classic, and I intend to keep going. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.